A famous nun proves that the sleeping ones, those that have departed, are not dead, but they're just sleeping. Here we're looking at the relics of Saint Alexander of Scir. You can see that basically his flesh is still there, incorrupt. That is a sign of a saint, of course, and he's a Christian Orthodox saint that passed away during the Bolshevik Revolution. And his skin is very soft to the touch, but it's golden looking. Okay, has a hue of a golden color. The famous nun proves the sleeping ones are not dead but sleeping. Now, she says, today I decided to tell you all about a miraculous incident that, of course, happened not because of me, but because we don't want to sell miracles. We have seen this in our time. Unfortunately, it happened because of the prayers of the old women who lived here, and in the intercession of the Holy Trinity. This wonderful event that I will cite in every detail here happened just like that, and many friends begged me to publish it for the benefit and empowerment of many. As you all know, those who at least follow this page of the Holy Monastery, we began with the great fear of God, the renovation of the historical monastery of the Holy Trinity in Arkrata Achaia. This is in the Peloponnese of Greece. Those friends from here who have come to our monastery have seen both the needs and the shortcomings of one of them. One of them is the electrical problem. I tend to make all the material matters a prayer, on the one hand because I believe that God often answers more directly than people, on the other hand because there is no possibility of finding experts and by extension their monetary remuneration, so I simply beg God to send an electrician. One Saturday morning after the Divine Liturgy, a middle-aged gentleman appeared, Mr. Vasilis, together with his wife. He greets me warmly, and after the necessary introductions, he says, literally, I, sister, am an electrician. I wrote to you on Messenger and you didn't answer me. One night I saw a dream. I saw you alone on the balcony of the monastery. I get up and say to my wife, let's not go to the monastery. Is this nun alone and has no one to help her? And that's how we came. I will do whatever electrical work you want, the electrician told the nun. Needless to say, I was stunned, the nun said. I was moved and thanked God. But the miracle does not end here. And this is the first part. So we arranged with dear Mr. Vasilis, the electrician, to come one Saturday to change an electrical panel in the cells, come and start the job, and after about 2 hours he came down with great intensity to the church I was cleaning. He tells me with intensity, Are you Litsa? Are you Litsa? I was shaking with emotion. I told him in surprise until I realized what he meant. And I said, yes, I am. I was called Litsa. That was the name before I was tonsured, a nun. And then I asked him, do you know who I am? I say no to him, Mr. Vasilis. Wait for me to calm down, he tells me. I am your father's electrician, who was an engineer on ships abroad. We were together for years. And on one of our trips to America, I bought you a big doll and brought it to your house in Rhodes at such and such address. Then I also sat down to recover, says the nun. I remembered very well this first doll of mine at the age of 8 that my father brought me with one of his friends, Mr. Vasilis, the electrician. We both sat inside the church, and it took half an hour to us to gather our spirits. And then he started telling me stories and information about my father, his wisdom, how much he had helped him, as Mr. Vasilis was a young child at the time. I also learned so many things about my father, about his life on the ships, his associations, and his integrity. It should be noted that my father, my beloved father, had been dead since 1997. Another proof that the sleepers, those who are departed, are not dead, but just sleeping, That's why we call we call them cemeteries, from the Greek word kimitiria, which means that they are in a dormition, state of dormition. So they're just sleeping and not only do they have a blessing in heaven, my father adored me and had given me his blessings for me to become a nun. And now from heaven he sees my needs and my struggle, and he sent his friend to help me. After all this, how can I not praise God? How can I not say, "You are great, Lord, and wonderful are your works"? Therefore, those of you who have lost loved ones, know that they love you, are thinking of you, and are watching you, and when there is a real need, they will help you. And she says, thank you for reading and sharing. This is from Nun Sophronia, Orthodoxia. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.